Hey guys, welcome back to Sweet Creek Thrift. If you're new here, my name is Candi and today I have a Goodwill haul to share with you, and this is going to be items that I'm going to be reselling on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop. And I use an AI tool that does cross-listing, and so that's why I went ahead and added Mercari recently. And then I've been posting a lot more on Depop, and I even had quite a bit more sales than I've ever had before on Depop since then, so I do contribute that. So I definitely say that if you are like listing more actively on Depop, I think you'll get more sales there. And yesterday I got my very first order on Mercari, so that will be coming in a future what sold video. But I'm excited to see where that's going. I'm gonna start this video though by sharing with you guys something that I picked up at a Goodwill, and I did not show it on a previous haul video. I actually forgot about it because I put it in the corner, and I had seen it sitting there. I was going to keep it. I don't know if I'm going to sell this item. Here's a little sneak peek. But I am going to probably keep it just for funsies, and like if I ever am going somewhere and I need an umbrella, I guess I found this at Goodwill and I thought it was really cool. I don't know if, I think it's retro, but I'm going to share with you guys. Look how cute it is. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's this huge duck. So it's kind of cute. Totally off, totally interesting because like you don't really see this anywhere. And so yeah, I just thought that would be fun. I had gone somewhere in the summer and just about everybody, I went and got baptized, rebaptized. So I was baptized when I was a child, but I did get rebaptized through Kayla Gabbard's ministries, Meet Me in the Water. She's on TikTok, and she has, I think, and she does have a YouTube channel. But anyways, I have been following her for quite a few years before she even did the baptisms. I had been following her, and they started going about a year and a half or so ago, year maybe 2 years ago. But she started going to different like locations, and baptizing people in like rivers and lakes or whatever. And so she had come to Texas the year before, and then she came back to Texas this year. And so I wanted to go, and it was only 2 hours from where I live, so I was really happy about that. But anyways, everybody there was so hot, and a lot of people brought umbrellas. And so I just thought it would be kind of cool to have one that I like, that's so unique. I guess it's a statement piece. I do like that kind of thing. But anyways, so yeah, I just thought this was fun. I may end up reselling it at some point, but I didn't share it just because I wasn't planning to resell it, and I don't know that I am still. But yeah, I just wanted to show that because I never actually did. I paid $3.69. I think I feel like it got it half price though. In fact, it might have been from this particular trip, actually, the one I'm sharing today. Honestly, it might have been this because there was one line for this much. I thought it said a shirt, but I could have put it in the wrong line, and it was this price. So I bet you anything this was the one I picked up, and it was half price. So I'm going to put it back. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start sharing with you guys all the items that I am reselling. And so if you're interested, please follow along. And I did actually get baby clothes this time, you guys. I don't always get baby clothes, but I do have like a small section of baby clothes, but the rest are all adults. So the first one was this pink like snowsuit, puffer style, and it's lightweight. So I thought that was interesting. I went ahead and looked it up in the store because I know going into the ski season and winter season, people are going to be looking for this kind of stuff. Here's the tag on this. It's called Primary. And most of these clothes, I think, all came from the same child because they're all the same, mostly all the same size. And you'll see. But this one, and then I only paid 80 cents. I expect this will go for $16 to $20. The next two items I'm probably going to bundle because they're the same brand, but they are two different sizes. So this one is a little footies, kind of a loungewear pajama, and it is the one that's new with tags. So it's by this brand called Lillian Hayes. And so I thought that was cute. And so this one is actually a 6 to 9 month old onesie looking thing. And then this little bodysuit is so cute. It's red and white micro stripes. And it's, of course, the same brand. And these are both excellent. I don't even know that this was even used. And if so, they maybe used it once since they did take the tag out. And maybe for like Christmas, and then that was it. But it looks and feels like brand new. Like I don't think anybody actually ever wore it. So anyways, and this one is a 3 to 6 months. So they are different sizing, but I was kind of thinking maybe somebody would grab it for their baby for like Christmas this year, and then they can use that in the spring, basically, you know, go before summertime. So that might actually work for somebody. Both of these items were 80 cents each, and I think I can flip them for about 8 to 15 if I sold them individually. But maybe, but like I said, I'm probably gonna bundle it, so I'm probably gonna do like a bundle of like $20 for both or something. Okay, and then the next like lot of items, I'm probably going to either sell them all together, most likely, but it's from a little boutique. I believe it's a boutique brand, but it's called Marina Cole Clothing. And here's their little logo tag inside. And so these are all the same 18 to 24 months. And I think they call these bubbles, which is kind of fun. I don't know about like the specific brand calling them bubbles. I need to steam these all out and stuff and clean them up, but they're all excellent condition. This one is so cute because it has little embroidered cows on it, and then the little pink, so it's green plaid with like pink accents, and yeah, and just absolutely adorable. And then a lot of their clothing I noticed has these like kind of like a cork button accent, so I thought that was also a fun detail, even on the sleeves. So anyways, these, I was doing research trying to figure out, what is this, like a bodysuit? It's not a jumper. Like there's different types of names for things. I did see a lot of people calling this little style where it doesn't have like the legs, but it's just here, as a bubble. So I'll probably be using that as a keyword. But I paid 80 cents for all of these, so I'm just going to share all of them with you. So there's this one, and then again, all the same brand and same size. So this one's actually a velvety material. So it's super, super, super cute, I think, for a little girl. And then it's like the same like bubble style, but with the long sleeves, and then a beautiful like floral and pink accents. So there's that one. Another one that is also a fun pattern. I thought that was a really pretty one. So yeah, there's that one. And then the next one is similar. And it has ruffles here. So it's just super cute little like sets. So that's why I was saying I think I might just lump them and do a bulk buy, but I did pay 80 cents each for all of these. And if I had to guess, if I were to sell them, like I wrote down 5 to 10 for each of these. Like I'm pretty sure they would sell for $5 each, but I have 80 cents invested and they take fees and everything. So it probably makes more sense. Plus, since they're all the same size, it would make more sense to do either a couple of bundles or just go ahead and post them separately. I just think it'll take longer to get them all sold if I do them separately. So I might just bundle. Okay, so then the next item is another 18-month item. And I thought it would be maybe valued a little bit higher, but there is somebody selling this exact item in the same exact size, brand new. And I think she has hers posted less than $20. It was like, I don't even want to say 10. It might have been like 15-ish, in that range. So, and it's not sold yet, but it has this really pretty floral embroidery along the collar, and it's just this cute like a mint green checkered like gingham style, sleeveless, like a little romper body. Well, not a romper, but like a bodysuit again. So very cute. This would be great for springtime. Again, I only paid 80 cents for that one, and so based on the fact that somebody has one listed right now, I just put $5 to $10 again. The next two are a little cute little set, a Simba set. So the pants have Simba down here that says Future King, is so cute. And then this is a little like sweatshirt that accents it and matches. So, and it was in excellent condition. And interestingly, it's the same size. So I don't know if it's from the same family, but maybe they, you know, a girl can wear this too. So it could have just been that they really like this movie or whatever. Oops, me and my knocking my stuff over. Okay, so these two items I couldn't find on my list, my receipt. So I just put $2.40 rather than 80 cents because they had all the bodysuits listed as 80 cents. And then, and I counted them all up and there was only 10 of those. And then these weren't part of that. So I went with $2.40 because she charged for shirts, but like, I don't know. Sometimes this particular trip was a little tricky because my local Goodwill decided to put a sign on the door like they do every time. Oh no. I'm not watching where I'm putting stuff. So they put a sign on the door that said orange. And so when I walked in, I didn't like read the whole entire paper because they do all the time, and it's like the color of the week is this. So as I was walking in the door, I saw the big word says orange. So I was like, oh, it's orange today. And I went through the whole store and I pulled all this stuff, and I had a whole shopping cart full of orange items that I had found. Not all orange, but a lot of the items I pick up were half price because this store is pretty expensive on its own. So if I'm going to go to my local, I've learned that I primarily do look for the lower orange, like whatever color of the week it is. But it doesn't, they don't even do it on the week. They only do weekends, which is also kind of annoying because I've been to stores where they do it all week. But yeah, I don't know. I'm glad that I have one near me because I still love to go in there. But like at the same time, I hate that they price it so ridiculous. So anyways, but yeah, so I had a whole cart full and I went up to check out, and you guys, so interesting story is for the month of October, apparently, that they decided they were going to do like, it said orange month or something. And then at the bottom of this paper that I didn't actually read, apparently was like 3 little like tiny boxes. And you had to like go read the whole thing to know this. And so who's going to do that? Because we're all trained to just look at the color as we walk in the door and, you know. So anyways, so as I go up to check out, she goes, oh, it's not, because she wasn't ringing up half price. And I'm like, those are orange. They should be half price. And she's like, no, that's not what it says. And I said, yeah, it says orange. So she went over to the Stein, and then she came back and brought me what it looks like. And she's like, so like, it's like blue tags are 10% off. Black tags are 15% off. Orange tags are 20% off. It's not even half price. And I'm like, what the heck? So anyways, and I had a whole shopping cart full of stuff. And so she went through and went ahead and allowed it for me this time. It's really annoying, but definitely pay attention to your signs because I don't know, Goodwill drives me crazy sometimes. And every store, because they all are managed and run differently, that every store is completely like what they do as far as colors of the week, or weekends, just how they price everything is completely different. It's just always based on the actual store, which I think is super odd and interesting at the same time. And I'm like going, why? Can't they just streamline everything and say all baby clothes are one price, all women's shirts are one price, and make it like flat across every store? That way you don't walk into a Goodwill and it's like, oh, well, the shirts are $4.20 at this store and $10 over here at this store. I do have a store that I go to sometimes. They price all their like women's shirts at $7.99, and that doesn't matter the brand or anything. Like they just price them at $7.99, and I'm like, it's expensive, and it's like that. It's hard to pick stuff up there, so like I won't go there anymore if I'm gonna be looking for shirts and stuff like that, like actually the clothing part. But I'll go there if I'm gonna look at like maybe shoes are okay. Like I know like each store, like how they, because like my local store, their shoes are always way expensive, way priced up for no freaking reason. And it's like, why? Because I guarantee they're not selling all of those shoes. And then I go to another Goodwill and the shoes are decently priced. So I know that location are good for shoes and most clothing items. And then another Goodwill that I'll go to sometimes, like I was saying, the shirts and stuff are so expensive. I don't even look at those half the time anymore. But I might go look at books and DVDs and maybe the shoes and purses and things like that, like the hard goods section I'll look at. But yeah, it does make it like why people, like I think their sleepwear at that store is not too bad, but the shirts are. It's like so funny. But anyways, moving on after that little squirrel. So this item is a Tommy Bahama women's long sleeve button-up shirt, which I wouldn't normally pick up, but it was supposed to be half price, so I did get orange tag, half price. And yeah, so this one is a women's, I wrote down, it's an XXL, but it has this really like kind of pretty blue floral tropical pattern. So I thought somebody would like this one. It may not go for as much as like you would want it to, but it's really nice and it's pretty colors and it's a good size. I only paid $2.40 and I think it will flip for 15 to 20. And then the next one is going to be in my t-shirt shop, or I might post this one, but I'm not sure yet. I might post it because I should be able to get more than I think I would in my t-shirt shop when I do that. But it's a Rolling Stones t-shirt and it's a 2X. So I might put it in my t-shirt shop because I do need shirts that people are going to come for specifically. But this one has sold on eBay, I think it was, and it sold for around $20 or $22. So anyways, I only paid $2.89. And if I were to sell at my t-shirt shop, I don't think I'd get more than like $5 to $10. So I may just post it on eBay. I'm not sure yet. And then this one's a Spider branded polo for men. And it is an extra, extra large. And there's their logo. And then the back does also have the logo right here. So it's really nice. It's also like a stripe, like a micro striping. So like a lime neon-ish green. And then this one I might keep. Again, I don't think it'll sell for very much, so I might just be keeping this for the winter, which I really like this color. It's pretty. And so it is just a pullover. It's not a hoodie, but it does have like that like collar kind of attached to it, and it's a v-neck. And then it has the hoodie pocket down here. So it's more of a sweatshirt than a hoodie, but it's kind of like a mix of both. Anyways, it is by SJB Active, which is St. John's Bay Active. So again, it's not like something that you would really typically flip, but this is an extra, extra large, and I think it would fit me. So as we go into the colder months, I love wearing sweatshirts, so I'll probably end up keeping this. But if I were to resell that after all, I paid $2.40 for that. I don't think I would get more than like $10 for it. That's why I'm thinking I'll just keep it anyways. The next item is this green blue flannel, and it's by this brand Matchstick, and extra, extra large. So it's a good size. It's in very, very good quality. It's a nice thick material flannel, kind of like that soft flannel feeling. So anyways, I paid $2.40, and I should be able to flip this one for $10 to $15. The next item is this swimsuit. It's a halter top swimsuit with like a color blocking, and this is by Bowden. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name. Bowden. And I paid $5.79, so I did pay up for it, but it should flip for like 20 to 30 range. I've seen some sell for around that, a little bit more, but it will sell. It's in excellent condition, and it's still, I think it's actually brand new because it still has this tag down here. So I'm pretty sure it's in brand new condition without the tag. So I picked that one up. I thought it was really fun colors. And then the next item is this pair of pink, Victoria's Secret pink, just like a toffee brown or caramel colored sweatpants for a plus size. And this is an extra, extra large. And then they don't have the jogger bottoms. It's just more like a straight style, and very good size. And they have pockets, and the pockets are really soft inside too. So anyways, this one I paid $2.40, and I think I'll get 30 to 35 for this pair actually. And then we're moving on to jeans. I did pick up jeans. Again, I was grabbing the stuff that was half price because the jeans at my store, they charge like $8. It's like $7.99 or $7.90, whatever. But anyways, $7.90, something like that. So I pick them up when I can get them for half price if I think it might be able to be flippable. So this pair I picked up because I like the embroidery on the back. So I think somebody will like that with a little bedazzled jewels. It's by Code Blue, and it's spelled B-L-E-U instead of blue like the color. And then it's just a pair of like decent condition plus size. These are 20Ws. So I paid $3.95. I think I'll get 15 to 25 for that pair. And then the next is a brand new with tags pair of D jeans. So I wouldn't have picked these up except they were brand new with tags. So I went ahead and grabbed them for that reason. And again, they were $3.95 because it was half price. And they're just like a dark blue. Those I think I can get 20 to 25. And then I have 3 pairs of Torrid. And they are all this mid-fit, super skinny, super soft, 26T size. So I'm guessing they just all came from the same person. But essentially, they're just 3 different colors of the same jean. So yeah, it's kind of like a tapered, skinny fit that's stretchy. So nothing really special. They're just basic. But for women that are a little bit plus size and they know what size they wear and they know the brands they like and everything, that would help it sell. So I did pay $3.95 for each of these. And as you can see, I'll just pull them all off. As you can see, it's like different colors. There's 2, and then one more that's even darker. So I'm sure they all came from the same person. She just had 3 different colors. Whoops. So as you can see, like, if somebody likes like a certain style, they know it fits well, they go and pick out like more in the same, like just different colors. So I think if I flip all those individually, which I probably will, it's, I kind of debated just lumping them together, and it might help it sell because they are kind of an interesting size. So maybe that somebody that is 2060 wants like the 3 different colors. So I might just try lumping them, or I could just put them separate. I'm not sure, but I still want to be able to make a profit. That's the thing. If I lump them, I don't think I'll get as much as if I were to put them individually. So I expect that they would go for 15 to 20 each. So maybe if I put them all 3 together and put like $60 on it, then I might get somebody that offers 50, and that would make it like, my guess is though somebody's going to offer me 40, you know, I just know it. Somebody's going to be like, can you take 40? And I probably would, you know, you guys. If I were to go at my lowest, it would be $45. So I guess I would say I would go down to 40 comfortably, I think, because that would be like $12 investment. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty expensive, but I would still make a profit. So I think I might just do it that way. The next item is, oh wait, I had a couple of hard goods in the middle, I believe. Hold on, toward, oh yeah. Okay, the next one is over here. I just sometimes look at bag toys, and I know I don't always pick this stuff up, but this is, most of these toys, these 3 anyways, are from the Disney Pixar movies Inside Out. So you have joy, you have anger, and you have sadness. And so I just thought these would make like cute little toys to play with, or like a cake topper. Somebody could put like decorate a cake with this if they're going to do an Inside Out cake. So I'm going to use like cake topper and stuff. Joy has something on her skirt, so when I pull her out, I'm going to make sure she can get cleaned up. But I did pay, it was half price, the oranges. And so I did end up paying $1.85 for this. I don't think I would get more than like $8 to $10 at the most. So I don't think it would be like a huge flip. The next item is this Cole Haan shoes. So the logo, it's this way. Doop, there you go, Cole Haan. And they are these like brown faux suede, like clogs kind of. And this is not like a wood. This is more like a, kind of feels like a plastic. But anyways, they are like brand new condition. They look really nice. They don't look like they've been worn very much. And yeah, and super cute style. It has like a cute little foot bow. These are a size 9, and I'm an 8.5. So if they don't sell, I think I would be able to wear these. I just don't wear stuff like this very often. But anyway, so these were half price. And this was the store that charges up. So they wanted originally $8.79 for this pair, which, I mean, I guess that makes sense if it was at the store. These are really nice. But luckily I got them half price and I paid $4.40. I think I would be able to flip them for $18 to $25. Okay, put those back. The next item, back to the rack. Somehow I went back and forth. Is this Nike, kind of like a polo short sleeve. It has the Nike swoosh, but it also has this embroidery on it for a C. So it's from like a school, I think. And then, but it's really nice material and excellent condition, nice colors. So I think somebody might pick it up. And it is an extra, extra large. So it's a decent size. I don't know how, this is not like a normal polo material. It's like, and it's not performance stretch, like it stretches, but it's a whole different material. I wonder what it says. Let's see. It's probably just polyester, but it definitely feels a little different. So it's polyester and spandex, but yeah, I don't know. It's just got an interesting, like, the cut comes here, and so it's just interesting, and then it's, yeah, the way that it's designed. So I did pick that one up just because it was a half price in excellent condition. I paid $2.40. I think I would get like 12 to 18 just because it does have the embroidery on it. The next one is this Zara t-shirt, which I'll probably put in my t-shirt shop, but it has this embroidery on the front. At somewhere I'd seen that this was their headquarters, so I don't know if that's actually true or not. And I couldn't find that comp that I had seen that on. But there's the logo, Zara. So this one is was half price, and it was $1.45. And I think I would be able to get like 8 to 15. If I go in my t-shirt shop, it probably will go for like less than that, but we'll see. And then the next item is also possibly my t-shirt shop. Again, which I've been slowly, like, if I get them on like half price for the most part. I don't remember, this one did, yeah, this was half price. So if I can get it for a decent price and I think it's a fun shirt, I might go ahead and just save it for the t-shirt shop. That's what I've been doing. This one doesn't have like a cool graphic, but it does have that like tie-dye effect. It's kind of cool too. And it is a mall brand. It's H&M. It's the oversized fit, but it's a size medium. It's definitely oversized because I honestly think it would fit me, and I'm a 2X. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of a nice style, I guess you could say. It's just like a plain tie-dye shirt. So I paid $1.45, and I think that I would get, again, like 8 to 15. And then the next one is just a Polo Ralph Lauren polo, and it has the little embroidered horse here. I did pick this one up because I'm probably gonna hold it before I post it, most likely, and just wait till I have a couple of these polos that I have found at a decent rate, and then I'll lump them together with the same sizes. So this one's a large, but if you see it and you want it, let me know and I could post it. But it's $2.40 what I paid. I don't think you would be able to get more than 5 to 15. That's why I'm saying, like, if I ever go to the bins or if I ever go somewhere, I'm probably just gonna hold it and then lump it with a couple more shirts. I know that some people that I follow, I think it's Frizzy Finds that does that. She talks about how she lumps them together, and I kind of like the idea of just doing that. It would be easier if I found them all at like the bins rather than paying $2.40 per shirt. So I don't typically pick it up just because I know it's not worth as much, but it was half price. It was in good condition. It was a large. So I just kind of went with the factors stacking method that Kaylee uses. So anyways, next item is another toffee caramel colored. This one's a hoodie. Kind of like a camel color. So it has this fun graphic on the back, and it says Hollywood Boulevard, Los Angeles. I thought that was kind of a nice. It's also like excellent condition. It does not look like this was worn, and if it was maybe worn once or twice. And then it has the Hollywood Boulevard, Los Angeles kind of like spell out on the front. But yeah, it's a good size too. I think this was. It's a size medium, but again, it looks like it would fit larger, but it is a medium. And this one is, again, H&M, and it's the relaxed fit. So, H&M relaxed fit. So, I will definitely post this one on eBay and everything, but hopefully it will sell. But that item, I paid, let's see if I can find it. So, I paid $1.90. And I think I would be able to flip it for 12 to 18, 20-ish in that range. The next item is this jacket or coat, I guess you could say. It is from Norton Ditto. I'll show you the logo. Norton Ditto. I guess it's a decent brand. They do sell mostly like suit blazers for like, if you resell them, I think, look it up if you see this brand, because I'm pretty sure when I tried looking up this, I didn't see any of these coats. But I saw suit jacket coats, like blazers and stuff, and they were like 30 to 40 range, I want to say. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to get for this item, but this one is a whole coat. It is flawed. It has a little hole here down. It has a couple small minor issues. So there's a little hole down here, which I will disclose all the flaws. It looks vintage, so I'm not sure, but it was made in China. The interior is this like kind of lined with this like striped blue, so it's really pretty. And then it's, I don't know if you call this, what do you call this, like a car coat or just like a winter coat? But I picked it up primarily because I looked at the, when I go through the blazers especially, I look at the tags. This one is 72% wool, 20% silk, 8% cashmere. And so I went ahead and grabbed it, even though it has a few flaws. And I could try to do the, what's her name? Hustle at Home Moms. She does, I should know her name. I watch her all the time. Isn't it Alicia? I can't remember. It's not Alicia. Oh, goodness sakes. I can't, my brain's doing a mom brain. Okay. So anyways, she has a way to kind of fix holes with cashmere, but it is a silk and other blends, so I think I might just let it be for this item and just disclose it. It is really soft. Yeah, it's really nice. So this item I actually think I will get more for. I did pay $3.45, and I would guess based on the fact that the blazers are about $40, I think I'm going to try to go up from that and do this at like a 50 to 75 range and see how that goes. Just because it is flawed and everything, but I think it will still do really well. The last item in the clothing is this jacket. It's by a brand called Dry Duck, and it was just really heavy quality, good, well-made jacket. And then their low tag sizing is right here, which I can't seem to show you, but it's a 2XL. I like that it's this bright green and gray colorway. It has another logo over here on the arm. Anyways, and it has all these multiple zippers. It also has another logo down here with a little tiny spot. So I'll see if I can get that out. But yeah, it's in really good condition. There's another spot there. So overall, though, it's a nice like outdoor core wear style jacket, and I paid $3.45. Doing comps, it would go for around 60 to 70. And so I think that was will be a good flip. Okay, so now I have a few more hard goods that I'll have to go get. I was debating giving this one of my daughters for Christmas, but I'm not sure because I don't think she really watches this anymore. All my daughters watch this for a while, but my oldest and my youngest watch this show, My Hero Academia. So anyways, it's just like an anime. And so I picked this up because it was fun. It was half price, this one, so I paid $2.35. And then it just has one of those like twist tops. And it was really good condition. Like inside of it looks extra clean. So I'm pretty sure it was just maybe used once or twice. And then anyways, so yeah, I was debating just giving it to her for Christmas, but she doesn't really watch it anymore. I might sneakily ask her if she ever watches anime and just see what she says. If she says she still watches it, I might give it to her. I gave her an Epic water bottle several years back. My youngest daughter is addicted to, or she was addicted to a sitcom. Oh gosh, don't tell me I'm going to forget that too. My brain. Oh goodness sakes, you guys. Well, she's addicted to the sitcom, and I went online and bought her a water bottle that has like all these little sayings from the show, and she absolutely loved it, and she used that bottle for like several years, and I think she got tired of it finally, of course, but she would she used it so much, I would just say that. But she's watched that show over 30 times, all the episodes. Oh gosh, it's the girl that like roommates. It's not Three's Company, that's an old one, but the more modern version where the girl that roommates with the guys, Zoe Deschanel plays in it. I can't think of the name, you guys. If I think of it before the end of this video, I'll tell you on the video. If not, I'll post it down here. But anyways, that's just a little side bunny trail, but I did pay $2.35, and I think this would resell for $10 to $15. Probably should have looked at what my next item is. The next one is, I did get another bag of dolls. So I'll just grab balls. These dolls all came in one bag together. I did get the bag because I figured I could resell it. But I have been, mostly because I've been looking for some Barbies, like some basic ones. That I have a Barbie card that I had gotten at like the bins, I think. And it was like a couple of years ago. And the car itself is not going to resell for very much at all. So I thought maybe if I could find some Barbies and Barbie stuff to go with the car, and then I could lump like a whole little Barbie lot of stuff. So I'm going to put these two with it, and if I can find a few more Barbie items that I want to put together before I post it, but I was hoping maybe somebody would buy it for Christmas. And then I found this little doll, or this doll came in the set. She's missing some of her outfit, but this is from the Rainbow High. So this is the Naomi doll from Rainbow High. She came in as a set of two. There was two dolls. It's a twins pack. And so I don't obviously have the whole thing and not all of her clothing. But I just divided it. So I did per doll for this bag. I don't have the tag anymore. But basically it was $1.47 per doll. So I had $1.47 invested in her. And I think she'll sell for $10 to $15 even as the condition she's in right now. And then these two I'm going to, like I said, put together. So I had twice that. So $2.92 for these two dolls. And then I'm going to add the car and then, like I said, some other things. And then to resell these two with the car, I think I would get like 10 or 15, but probably 10-ish. So I think, but just because I've been trying to find some Barbies that I think would go with the car. So that's what I'm going to do with that. And then the next item is, this is a very interesting one. I saw they had snorkel gear, like several pairs of snorkel gear. So I looked up all of them, and this was the only one I decided to go ahead and try flipping. But it has like the snorkel thing here. I think it came from a particular shop because this thing comes off, but I'm just going to leave it. And it's by this brand here, Mares, Plana, Avanti, and HP. So anyways, but they're in excellent condition. They're a good size, I think. And yeah, and so yeah, but they're kind of like a flexible rubber, really nice. I did see some people selling these. I paid $5.79, so I paid full price, but I can sell these for like $30 to $50, I believe. Okay, so then the next item. Okay, so now I have some stuffies. The first stuffy is the Eevee, which is going to be in my thumbnail. So Eevee is from Pokemon, and I know that just because obviously I played the Pokemon Go for a little while. So she has these cute little like clothing items. So she has the bows that can go over her ears, and then this little pajama set, and it's new, like the tag's still on the pajama set, but this is a Build-A-Bear. And then she has the cute little pink shoes that somebody might want that also match her hair bows. And so yeah, but Eevee's pretty popular. So basically I paid, it was, you know, they had her posted at $4.39 and I got her for half price. So I paid for her $2.35. I think she'll flip for $25 to $35 with the clothes, the shoes, everything. So if it wasn't with all the outfit, it would probably go for a little bit less than that. And then the next two stuffies I have, grab for you, is this Pokemon. Nope. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did I do Eevee? No, I did this one. This Pokemon plush is the Clefairy playing. It's about 7 or 8 inches tall, I believe. And it has its tag, and apparently my hair is attached to it. Okay. And then, yeah, it's in excellent condition though, so I picked it up because it's like perfect. And I know Pokemon can sell, so I decided to grab this guy, and I paid $2.35 for him. I think I would be able to flip him for about $10 to $15, kind of in that range. The next plushie, as you can see, is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle plush, and he is also Build-A-Bear. And he might sit for a while because there's several of these guys for sale too. I do need to sweater shave him. He's got some pilling on just like certain parts of it. But he doesn't have, I guess he has like a little backpack with like a turtle shell that a lot of the ones online are going, like have that. And I don't have that. So, and this is Raphael, and he's an 18-inch doll. So I did pay, again, $2.35. And in the condition I have him, I think he'll go for $10 to $15. And something that I'm trying to do with the plushies is I'm lining up, which I've showed you before, but I'm working on lining up a bunch of plushies across the top up there. And so I've been like looking through plushies because I just like the aesthetic and I like having it. So I've been slowly accumulating stuff. Most of those are for sale. I have a few up there that I'm keeping, but they're just for decoration. And then I'm going to put some teddy bears that I had and stuff. I haven't pulled them and put them up there yet. Some of my own personal, like my own personal Cabbage Patch when I was a baby, when I was like a kid, I mean. I have her out in the living room. I was debating trying to wash her, but I might not. And so anyways, I'm going to put a few of my personal stuff because we've had so many things in boxes. Like you grow up and you put everything in a box and it sits in a corner of your room or up in the attic or in a closet and you never see it again. And I'm like, I'm kind of at this age and point where I'm like, if we're going to have it, if we're going to keep it in our lives, if it gives us joy, that maybe you should like show it somewhere in your house so you can see it and enjoy having it. Because if it's just going to be shoved in a box for eternity, then what's the point? You know what I mean? So I kind of figured I would do that, and then someday if I have grandbabies, they can come over and they can play with it. So anyway, so there's those items. I guess I keep going on tangents. We're almost there, you guys. We only have a few more items. The next item is a small vase, which I picked up because it was cute and I just thought somebody would like this. I really need to get it posted quickly though, because I think this would be great for like a Thanksgiving. Like, this would be fun decor to add, I guess, when the fall season, like autumn, kind of in that season. I think this would be really pretty. But any time of year, of course, if this is your decor style. So I do have to clean off stickers and stuff. But it's this brand ACF, decorated in Hong Kong, which is the reason I picked this one up, was for that. And I paid $2.35 again, and I think I'll flip it for 10 to 15. So I'm kind of in that like range with most of these items. Then I have, I think, these miniatures, vintage cookie cutters, and I just thought that it would be a little bit more rare, but there is apparently a good plethora of these on being sold or that have sold. So these are like cute little mini cookie cutters, and there is one missing cookie cutter, so that's kind of sad. But I really like that they have like the little box shows this what it is. But I love cats, and you guys, there's a cat one, so I might just use these at home before I sell them, just to try to. But these are really small cookies, so I'm not sure. We don't usually make cookies this small, but I am making sugar cookies for Christmas, so I might try to make a few and see how they turn out in this really tiny size cookies. But I paid $1.35, and I wouldn't be able to get more than like 5 to 10 for this. So I thought I would get, maybe it might go for a little bit more because it was so vintagey, but like I said, there's more than this out there. Okay, the next one is this set of Crate and Barrel measuring cups, and it's with Leanne Ford for Crate and Barrel. And Crate and Barrel is really popular. I will look up anything that you see in Crate and Barrel, but this is a collab, so I thought that was even more unique. And I got home and I was looking at them because I thought if they don't sell, we can use them. And I didn't know for sure they were measuring cups, but they look like it. And I got home and noticed that it does say 1/4 on the little, I don't know if you can even see that, but it says 1/4 down here on this like stem area. And yeah, but they're so cute. It is, the only issue is this should have been a set of 4 and it's missing one. So I think that's probably why they ended up at Goodwill. So we could still use these as like little dip cups or even measuring cups. And they're so cute. So if they don't sell, but I think they'll still sell. These, if you find this, especially the whole set, it would be even better. So if you're at like a garage sale or something and you see this particular design or anything, because I guess they make cups and bowls and stuff in this pattern. I paid $2.35, and just this, even missing one, I think will sell for $20 to $30. The ones with the whole set were selling for a little bit more as used. So be on the lookout for these. And they're so small. And then the last is a set of 4. I'm just going to bring 2 because I have 3 of these milk glasses, and they have this, like, I don't know if you can see that. It's like a grape pattern anyways. This is the Vintage Colony Harvest grape goblets, and I have 3 goblets, and there's no like markings. I still have to get the stickers off. And then this one obviously goes with it. It's the same pattern and everything, but it's a candlestick holder. I thought that was kind of cute. Like you put it in the middle of the table. And then I thought there was only 3 of these. I really wish there was one more because, but I thought, you know, I could sell them as a set or all together, but I paid $1.85 for each of the goblets, and this one was $2.35. And so altogether for the whole thing, it's $7.90 that I paid. And I think that I could flip them as a set for about $20 to $30, but I may just end up keeping and using them for Thanksgiving for this year. And my youngest daughter wasn't planning to be home for Thanksgiving, but she might be coming home, which means we only have 3 of these and we would need 4. So, oh well, it is what it is. So we may or may not use them after all, but I definitely will probably just go ahead and post them in that case and see if they sell. And this would also be fun, nice for like decorations and stuff too. So let me put these back. All right, so now I can give you my totals. So out of all the items I showed you today, I had invested a total of $107.26. And I expect that the earnings are going to be anywhere between $550 and $900 range. So on the low, if they sell for my lowest, like if I said 5 to 10, if they all sold at the lowest number, it would be around $550. But if they sell at $900, you know, the highest number, like the $10 range, then it would be 900. So like, that's what I mean. Like if I put 20 to 30, I went with like, that's where I got my range from. So after I take back the amount that I invested, my estimated profit or earnings should be around 444 to 794. So kind of in that range. So not bad for that one. And that's just for this one trip, of course. So I just keep doing that, you know, stacking it and doing it over and over and keep posting, and then continue on and post more, and then I sell more, and I post more, and I sell more. So if you're ever interested in doing this as like a side hustle, like I'm doing it as like a part-time side hustle, but you could also scale it and do full-time, because a lot of people do this full-time and they make a good living out of it. I would love to do that, but I'm afraid to give up like health benefits, and I don't know, like I don't feel as much confidence in myself yet as like I'm ready to go full-time. I think I still have quite a bit more learning to do, but I do feel like I'm getting better. I am getting better at picking stuff up that's better value. I don't always pick up stuff that I shouldn't. I've been training myself, don't pick stuff up if it's not, you know, and I'm still picking up stuff that's still low value, low cost, low, like, oh, you can only sell that for $5 to $10. Don't waste your time with it. So like should I have picked up this gingham cat and jack, you know, like, should I waste my time with that? No, probably not. But Candi is learning. So anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much. You guys are the real MVPs. And we look forward to seeing you guys, or I look forward to seeing you on the next video. We'll have the rest of my what solds coming up soon, from like October, I think. I didn't do September. I did finish September. I'm in October, I believe. So I'm working on getting those videos out for you guys. And so I just wanted to get another haul video because I had just finished all the rack that I had previously done. I still have a few items that I'm setting aside for future postings, but I went ahead and got through all the clothes that I already had on my rack. So I got all the next set up, and then I like to steam them and like get them posted. And then I like to do my next haul video once I get my rack cleared, so that way I can just kind of put up the next set and get it going. So I just working through, and I do like as many as I can at a time. But yeah, so thank you so much. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day and enjoy your weekends. I'll see you on my next video. Bye.